No.
Gonna lose.
No, we
good
want to
man.
start.
Relive this.
All right. Okay, so let's talk about what happened last time.
Yeah.
Just so I remember.
Illianor fell. Everyone died.
Met. Yeah. Everyone. You met with the
Ship captain.
bronze dragon,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm. Who was the ship captain?
Yes, who was the
Before,
ship captain that brought you out into the seas of chaos in the first?
I believe I left after we were finishing battle with the
Ghost.
The
Yes,
skeletons.
with the sword wraiths.
with the ghost crew.
Yes. A ghost.
Yes. The bloodthirsty captain and his cutthroat crew.
The haunted pirates.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And you eventually were able to arrive in Aera's home.
Yes.
And that's where we kind of continued it a little bit, but in retrospect, we were like, we should really go back and kind of go back through this again, for anything, just to relive the moment in which Jim gave his full unbridled support and a review of this campaign.
You motherfucker.
Just remember, Jim, you're one of my groomsmen.
That just means he'll be
If you
closer.
kill me, you can't be a part of it.
No, that just means he'll be closer to you when it
Hey,
happens.
that's one less wedding gift I gotta worry about.
Excellent.
Speaking of which, I actually looked up the directions, and I literally just have to drive on one road to get all the way to your wedding.
Yeah, it's pretty great that way.
For
Just we'll have to make
for Katie's.
a big
And,
It'll be a little more than one road for me.
Wait, you can get there on. Is there 81?
yeah,
Oh.
road trip.
technically it's 2 roads.
All right, it'll probably be about one road for me.
You just have to sit on 81 for 8.5 hours.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
81 totally avoids any tolls, so that's good.
Yup.
Yep.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Anyways, last time.
Previously on the
Clelen Adventures.
So yes, you were able to dock, as it were, with just basically you laid anchor next to a giant giant rock wall. And that is where we'll pick things up. So you make your way up, several of you climbing, Aera flying. So you make your way up, and you find your village. A lot of it's really simple, straightforward stuff. Thatched roof cottages, lots of just communal-based things, like a lot of drilled wells, things like that. Nothing, no paved roads or anything like that. Everything's connected via bridges or just not connected in any way, because a lot of things are just carried
Well, I have bridges
by wing. But you definitely take note to the fact that there isn't really anything around here. There's no people.
Hello? Hello?
Is it normally this quiet?
No?
Do you
Hello?
migrate?
No! What the shit?
Can I run perception or something? Or investigation?
Yes, you can make a perception.
Where is... Okay.
Oh shit. You notice upon further investigation, you start to get the feeling that this is empty, but it's not been lived in for quite some time. It's not just a
About a year?
They're gone.
Some change? maybe?
more than a year. Surprisingly, yeah, more than a year.
They're just gone.
And that's the other thing you notice. It doesn't look like it's been like raided and taken over. It just looks like people packed up and left.
Why didn't anyone tell me?
Did you have some means of contacting this place?
I mean, I sent them a letter from River's Keep.
River just starts fidgeting with his lucky stone because he's uncomfortable with how quiet things are.
I don't know.
If I throw up detect magic, is like any ambient residue of magical movement, I guess is the correct word? I'm specifically looking for teleportation magic.
Magic residue.
Not really. There's no like latent teleportation magic in the area. If it was there, it probably would have burned off a long time ago.
I'm gonna go check the monastery.
All right. So do you all follow her?
Yep, I'm going to take out my instrument and follow closely because
River's gonna be right up next to her as quickly
Yeah.
as he can move.
We're gonna travel as a huddled mass.
God,
You
stay in that aura.
As you get closer to the monastery, you do see a couple of places that look like they've been lived in recently. Like your old master's hut.
Well, he's still here. But
And
everyone else is
the
gone?
monastery, let me describe the monastery, just as a kind of reminder to everyone. It's kind of like the Southern Air Temple. So it rises, it's a door in the side of a big spire, and then when you go in, it all is like built downward, essentially.
That's so cool.
And in there, you see 3 figures. You see this old guy.
He's like 25. He's freaking
Local
old.
weatherman.
Yep. Now we go to Urk with the weather. How's the weather, Urk? It's gonna rain.
Holy shit!
Thanks,
I
sir.
like that. How's the weather out there? I love it, Jim.
As well as a couple of Dragonborns.
Excuse me.
Do I recognize these dragon points?
You
It's been a long
make
time. Maybe.
make an intelligence roll with advantage.
I will do that. No, I don't want to do that. Can I not do that? Can it be wisdom?
Let's
instead?
go with my hat.
It's got to be intelligence. That's recalling information.
I'll take that 8, I guess.
You recognize them, but you can't remember them.
Oh, hey!
It's like
you
you're like it. I know.
Oh,
I want to say Logan.
I know them.
So one of them's dressed in like full plate.
Are they
A
friends of
blue
yours?
dragonborn dressed in full plate. And he kind of, when he sees you come up, he actually places his hand on his sword.
River
And
does the same.
I also do the same.
and then he's like, wait a second.
Are you hating my master?
And he relaxes.
River doesn't.
And he starts stepping forward a little bit.
Ah!
No.
Ah!
Sorry.
Ah! Who are you? What are you doing here?
My name is Grove.
Oh my god! I immediately start marching forward and take him up in a hug. As I'm sure I recognize, as I'm sure I recognize both of them.
Yes, you finally recognize your old friends, Grove, the blue Dragonborn Paladin of Bahamut,
So
in
they
front
are
of
friends of
Mavarax,
yours.
Nice.
Mm.
and the other one, a silver Dragonborn named Jareth. He's dressed in simple monk's robes, but you also see a marvelous set of large silvery wings.
Oh, that's sweet.
When did he grow those?
I'm thinking about
aware of
level
those.
4.
Gotta fly to do our shit.
Jareth kind of like steps forward. Mav, you know how it is, the council and the politics, and I could never get it behind it.
Yeah. I
That-
couldn't
that
either.
was
and
always-
it was, yeah, you know.
That was just never my thing. I like being a monk.
Hey,
Still, come here, buddy. It's okay.
you be a monk.
Master Urk taught me the ways
Come
of
on.
the Aarakocra, and one day I woke up and I have wings.
See? The magic of our kind.
Come on, buddy.
Wait, did Aarakocra not start with wings?
No, we start with wings. Dragonborn don't, though. At least I don't think they do.
I will
Right,
have
just-
to find a
You
way
don't
to
seem
get me.
nearly as surprised
What
about
happened?
this as I was expecting.
Well, it's
It's
excellent
kind of
to see
obvious,
both of
though.
you. What's going on back home? Should I ask?
I mean, not much. Well, things are weird since you left, man.
I'm sure they have been, but I have had no contact.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. So, after you left, people started like disappearing, and
Be right back.
the Council of Elders ended.
They what?
They disbanded. They're not doing their thing anymore.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Oh, Mike's
Oh.
out for the rest
We
of us, too.
lost them.
Oh, okay.
I want to know what happened to the council.
They're all dead.
You know me so well.
All of them dead.
Can't expect Bahamut to do all the work.
Bahamut helps those who help themselves. Alright, reconnecting.
I reconnected and got nothing.
Time to break this. Pow! They're no longer black squares, just their portraits. It's an improvement.
Oh, Kyle's portrait.
Now
Now they're there.
Okay.
I need to know what happened.
Hey!
There was a big clap of thunder, and it made I wasn't able to click on anything inside of Roll20.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. So, so he says, the Council of Elders, 3 of them have disappeared, and 2 of them stepped down, and I mean, now your dad's in charge.
Oh no!
I didn't think it would be
How
such a
long-
bad thing, though. I mean,
How
he
long
invited
has
your
he been in
friends.
charge? How long has
I'm sorry.
Do what?
River's dad was in charge of
Arranis
River's
died.
tribe.
Who did he invite?
Don't die on this
Excuse us while my friend dies. Give me 1 second.
He does this a lot, it's fine.
Who did he invite?
A big green guy,
Okay,
this red lady,
less okay.
Who
a
invited
couple
this?
blonde girls.
Your father.
Much less okay.
Do I know? any
and
of
a
these?
baby.
Oh, what?
Very less okay.
Sorry, what?
Oh, I'm making the connections now.
They,
I mean,
Mavarax
they're
finally
there-
understands why
they're
we're all
in the
shitting our
capital
pants.
As emissaries for Railden, I figured because the border's getting so close, they were going as some kind of peace treaty or something like that.
no offense, friends, but two warring nations were invited with how much in the way of guard? This diplomatic envoy
Yes.
had two small children, and you did not find this suspicious between two warring countries.
Listen, this is from what I've heard from the mainland. I haven't actually stepped foot in there for quite some time.
We have to go there, don't we?
You want to put those wings
Hey,
to
you're
use,
not going
friend?
anywhere yet. And the old Birdman steps up.
Hello,
Right.
Mr. Old Birdman. My name is Mavarax Xavier Hadar the Seventh.
Yeah, nice to meet you. He extends his his talon hand.
I shake it.
He's
right,
got a
where my man
surprisingly
is.
strong grip.
Where my man is. Everyone, this is Ick, my master in the monastery. He taught me how to do shit. He's pretty awesome. Sorry, I'm a little bit thrown off by the fact that our friends are currently being captured by Coronin or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fantastic to see you. Where is everyone?
Well, about that era. You knew that our time here was never... We were never meant to be on the material plane. We came here for you, Aera. You were having those visions, even as a young child. You probably don't remember them. You were only a hatchling, but you had horrible visions. We made a decision as a tribe to come to the material plane, knowing that one day you would be needed here.
You're right, I don't remember that part. I thought we were always here.
Not always, Aera.
Oh. So...
Well, not long after you left, the portal we took to get here, well, it came back to life.
Oh. In the good kind of way? Is it or the bad kind of way?
In the good kind of way. It just one day it reawakened,
Huh.
and it wasn't long after you left, but we waited,
Yeah.
and we didn't hear anything from you.
Yeah. I'm
So
sorry.
we figured our time wasn't. I mean, everyone left.
Yeah. There's been a lot going on. I was away for a while against my own will. Everything is, somewhat better now, but we lost about a year. And I guess during that time, everyone left. Shit.
It's more than a year ago.
Oh, crap. The food's here.
So, where is this portal?
Hello?
Oh, I'll show you. And he takes you down a couple of flights, and you find in this old sealed chamber. And he opens it up, and there's this swirling mass. It's hard to see. It's easier to see if you kind of look. If you go like that, and then you see it. But when you're not moving, it's really hard to see.
Hey.
So, does it look like we could force it open?
Make an Arcana.
Whoever wants to help.
And I'm assuming
Massive
Illianor has followed me.
Mavarax
Yeah.
will be no help.
Mavarax is gonna shoot the shit with his
What
friends.
is your intention? I'm
I was helping
curious.
if you wanted the
Well,
advantage.
I will take the advantage.
What did you roll?
There.
34.
Nice.
As for the portal, it is possible to reawaken it. It will reawaken naturally over the course of a couple, probably maybe a decade.
I don't like that answer, and I would like to substitute my own.
But you know from your very, very good skill roll that forcing open the portal could create... Basically, if you pump it full of magic to get it to reawaken, that magic could... It's kind of a 50-50 split. It could reopen a portal, or it could create an Elder Air Elemental.
Would that
Okay,
get rid
so-
of the portal?
What
That
about
would destroy the portal.
specifically? I'm looking for the ability for it to be stable enough for 2 people to make it through, and like bare minimum, safely.
Again, I asked to
Yeah,
what end.
Good idea.
The issue is it. So there's ley lines. Illianor can tell you all about them. That there's just magic ley lines all over the world. In fact, his house is built right on top of where a whole bunch of them intersect. The portal is near. It's not directly on a ley line. It is near a ley line. And what happens is when magic passes through them, think of it like a river.
Yeah.
Sometimes it floods.
River.
And it slowly charges.
Yes, River, that's the same word
Portal.
as me.
If it's not slowly charged in that way, it makes it a lot less stable.
So if
So
we're
for you to get like 2 people through safely, it would still take you like a year of slowly charging it with some magic.
a year is a lot better than 10.
But what I'm getting here is that if I want to go home again, I need to find another way.
Or
If
you're
you want
going
to go fast.
or you need some magic users to sit here for a very long time.
I mean, 10 years.
You could be.
that's-
You could. This
I
could
will
be
be.
your home for
I
that
will be
long.
an old lady by the time this thing
Oh, you
opens
won't be
up
that
again.
old, Aera.
23?
That's not old.
Yes,
I'm over
yes,
400
yes.
years old.
I
That's
am.
nothing.
Yes, I'm 34.
Oh, shut up, Vernon. Don't you have that head on to make you less of an idiot?
Oh yeah, the
He
magic
does.
captain's hat that was actually a headband of a hat of intelligence.
So, alternatively, there are people like Illianor and myself that can channel that kind of magic into the world. And in about a year's time, we could probably move 2 people.
Yeah.
We could try to forge our way in there if we could find some sort of way to get a key to that plane. I do have access to the planar magic. Currently just the prime and the ethereal, but...
Could do.
I have, if I can get some reagents, I could.
Look, I spent a lot of my life being very patient and dealing with a lot of shit that came from sitting and waiting, and I can wait for a little longer. At least now I know that everyone else is safe. Look, big scale patient. Like, not little scale patient. I can't stand being little scale patient, but big scale patient, it's easier. You know, I can sort of handle it. But I can wait. We have more important things to deal with right now. I know that my family is safe. I know that Urk is busy doing the things that he does and is good at, and he's
Weather.
doing freaking awesome stuff with Dragonborns, getting him to grow wings and shit. So I'm not that concerned. I am homesick
Out the wings.
and I'm lonely, but I can wait. Were you going to say something, Nev?
I was I was wondering about the wings,
Oh, yeah.
but currently he is being talked to.
Hi, Autumn's hand.
I was just speaking of Autumn while you were gone. Autumn came out and like batted at Princess on the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's not good.
She was real pissed that the Princess was scratching at her thing.
Oh, but she was being a territorial. Oh, baby.
She came out.
Alright.
She went, bah! Like right on the mat
Oh.
in front of her.
It's okay. No, I get it.
Everything. I kept messenger things in here from college. So it may not be such a bad thing.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. Anyway. Well, Aera, in the meantime,
About the wings.
we got some important things to talk about. I see that you've been chosen as one of the Stormborn. Or Stormbringers, I should say.
I have. How did you know that? What was that whole thing about?
He pulls out from his robes two long, thin ribbons that are the same, like bluish cream color as yours, and he slowly wraps his hands.
Oh shit! Henry, buddies! Henry,
Right?
buddies!
Now it's about time I taught you some things. I knew that this day would come eventually, so I got to teach you about these things.
Well, you learn new things. That's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Oh, when you teach her about that, can you show me the wing thing?
I just learned those new things.
I don't know about the wang thing. I think it just was something that kind of happened.
You know, controlling the natural energy of your body. You start to form it into shapes that are more useful for you. Sometimes that involves growing. Sometimes that involves growing more muscles. Sometimes it involves growing wings, I guess.
What are the walls currently made of?
We're going to think
Roughly
of
human
growing very
stone.
nice moustache.
I punched the stone.
Oi, what are you doing that for? You're gonna break your hand.
He's done that many a time. Don't
Eric's
worry
voice
about it.
reminds me of
What are you, some kind of wall puncher or something?
Look, everybody, it's the wall puncher.
Yeah, that is kind of his deal. One of his many deals.
Right, up to the arena, and he literally flies off.
Alright. Let's see if this goes better than it did the previous time.
I hope not.
Bye, kids.
Probably not.
I
Alright,
make popcorn.
River's gonna hang out with Mavarax and, well, by hang out with, I mean just stand there
Alright.
as he
Okay,
I
talks with
will.
his friends.
I will invite River into my my conversations. I guess.
alright.
Seeing him
So,
sitting there.
Aera and Urk are going to have a little bout. So Urk takes his
Neat.
I'm gonna take this moment to get another beer.
Sure.
time. He quickly gets into his stance, and you can when he breathes out, you can feel the energy just flowing off of him.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh man. Guys, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me. I'm real excited.
Built up this heat to defeat me, son Goku.
Alright. So, you gonna go first?
Take your best shot.
Alright. First, I gotta make a will save, or a wisdom save to overcome the sanctuary effect, which probably isn't gonna happen. Nope!
Nope. Yeah, you go to punch him, and you just the pure tranquility that is radiating off of him. You feel yourself. You're gonna punch him, and you're like, "Why?"
Master, your Zen is too strong. It's too strong, Master.
And he's like, "You're damn right it is." And he takes out this short spear, and he kind of like wraps it, and it shink goes into a full iron spear. And he charges forward.
Clone displacement, clone displacement, clone displacement! My AC is 20.
Alright, that's 3 hits.
No!
Oh,
2 with the spear, and then 1 with his flurry. He's like, you can't use those silly little displacement tricks against me, kid. And he stabs you right in the, not the chest directly, but like a little bit underneath it. So take 8 piercing and 1 lightning damage.
Alright.
He's like, I could have done better with that one, and he shanks you again.
no.
So I am getting ready to apply the healing.
Yeah.
No,
Jesus.
no. Hold up.
Another 8 piercing and 2 lightning.
Because you're
God, he
getting
keeps rolling minimum.
fucking mauled by this old man.
I have resistance.
there's
I
some good
have
damage.
resistance to lightning still up, so.
So he spins, he does like a roundhouse kick, and you're like, haha! And then he spins again. Make a
Is it con?
A con save?
make a dexterity saving throw.
Alright.
Alright.
Crap.
And you
Crap.
hold on, I gotta
Harry, you were
roll.
so excited about getting your ass handed to you.
If it's
earlier.
what I think it is, it's knocked prone, I'm pretty sure.
It's exciting! It sucks balls!
Hey God, I'm gonna rotate my laundry also. Sorry. Ugh.
Ah.
Alright, yeah, you fail, you're knocked prone
Ha!
as you take another 12 slashing and 6 lightning,
Oh.
and
So taking
I need you to make
34 damage. 36 damage, actually.
yes, I need you to make let's see. 2 Constitution saving throws.
Alright. There's one.
And you
No.
fail.
Alright, you are with the first spear strike,
Gosh!
and you die. You only, no, you don't die. You're reduced to 0 hit points. As he just, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
see him like
Stunning
trip
fisted
her,
me.
and in the middle of the trip, he like touches her. He just reaches out and touches her heart, and when she hits the ground, she's done. She's down. She's not getting up. She's not moving.
Oh my god. Aera. Hello.
And he just,
So you've
and
been
there's
friends with
like
Mavarax for
electricity
a while
comes
now,
out
huh?
of him, and he like right back, brings the life right into her. You gain 51 hit points, Aera. You get 51 hit points back.
That one's new. Ugh. Oh. Good god damn, man. Ugh.
Good God.
And then he jumps back a good 30 feet, strikes another pose, and as you rise to your feet to get ready, he punches the middle of the air. And you can all hear this all of a sudden. Aera, make a strength save.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna kill you, and I'm gonna bring you back to life, and I'm gonna kill you again.
Ah.
As you get shoved back 15 feet, and take another 10 slashing and 2 thunder.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, how much did you come back with?
51. Down to 39 again. Oh! That is spicy.
Do you yield?
Heck yes, I yield. Yeah. It's so good to see you.
What kind
It's
of
good to
guy?
see you too.
Oh,
And he
very
goes up and he
strange
gives you a
ritual.
hug. And you're all like this guy's, for all intents and purposes, he is an old fucking man. He is like
who
in
isn't?
his 20s. He is an Aarakocra in his 20s. That is ancient.
It's good to see you. It's an honor, as always.
First of all, what kind of dude downs someone, makes them unconscious, brings them back to life, hits them again, and then asks if they yield?
A master.
It's my master! This is how he does!
The best
And
kind
he
of
says,
person.
I can teach you how to use those hand wraps to better effectiveness.
Are they going to teach me how to do that thing where you just, like, poked me in the chest and I died?
That comes later. You have to learn that on your own.
Alright, I
What
can
I
do
can
that.
teach you is, and he punches sideways, and an arc of lightning shoots out of his hand.
Oh, that's cool.
The true Stormbringer does exactly that. We bring the storm.
Yeah!
If you would like to stay for a little bit and train with me, I think I could probably teach you how to throw your key around.
Yeah! Yeah, can we stay here for like a day?
I mean,
Can we?
how
For
long?
time?
Yes.
Because
I mean,
we do have to deal with the
Just
fact
for a
that
day or so.
I can learn pretty fast. I can catch up to you probably.
I can give you a day.
River's fast.
Alright.
Good luck.
Arranis says through the most clenched teeth.
Who wants to
Glad
go to?
everybody's making this decision, but the person. All right.
Mavarax, what do you think?
Mavarax, do you want to talk with your friends? We can come up with a plan.
Who wants to go to Railton
So-
for a day?
The fist wraps, by the way, kind of look like that, except they're like blue and cream colored.
Neat.
And you now have the ability to channel your ki in such a way that you can essentially throw small lightning and thunderbolts. So you out to a range of 30 feet, you can make a ranged spell attack using your
Nice.
dexterity.
Nice.
It does it basically, you do your, what am I trying to say? Okay, you do
Arm shark.
you do your unarmed, your martial arts damage, your unarmed strike damage,
Okay.
except it deals thunder or lightning,
Yes.
and you get 2 bolts per attack.
Cool.
And if you choose so, you can spend a key point and flurry to add 2 more.
Nice.
So
Range
it's
punk,
basically
range
the Radiant Sunbolt, except it's the Storm Flurry Bolt.
Nice.
So you train with him
so
for a
exciting.
while. He teaches you the basic ways on how to channel your ki. Eventually, he's like, eventually you can do this, and he like slams his fist together. And if anyone wants to make, especially our Illianor, if you want to make an Arcana check, or
Oh, I'd like to try.
Dr. Professor River, if you want to make an Arcana.
Can I Arcana or no?
Yes, you can.
Good day to be
dear
Arranis.
God.
Jesus Christ. Alright, Illianor, this looks a lot like Flame Shield.
Okay.
Arranis and Vernon. It's Flame Shield, except it's with lightning.
Ooh.
Lightning
And it
shield.
actually blocks out sound.
Ooh.
So it's like lightning thunder.
Oh.
There's a pup.
Yo.
Wait, what?
God.
Oh, there's a pop. Oh, yeah.
So he's showing Aera all these cool things that basically it's the way of the Storm Soul.
Nice.
Yes. That's badass.
Well,
That's
when you'd
awesome.
like to come back and train more, I can hopefully teach you some of these things.
Excellent.
But you must be prepared to
Yeah,
make
we got.
certain sacrifices.
Yeah.
What, do you have to like die again? Is it like as it just did in the ring there?
I don't.
Well, she
I don't-
didn't really die per se.
Well,
She stopped her
you know.
heart temporarily.
I mean, that's dying.
But my soul didn't leave my body yet.
It's a matter of
wibbly.
philosophy. Anyway, if you want to get going, I would suggest you do so.
Vernon is disappointed for the lack of opportunity to use his newfound knowledge of philosophy.
Yeah. So yeah, we
Make a
kind of
perspective roll.
have.
Make a perspective roll. You have
Make
a
a
better
perspective-
understanding of your place in the universe.
Perspective roll.
Hi. Hi.
Perfect.
That seems about
You're
right.
not really sure if you even belong in this world.
Vernon's having an existential crisis.
Is the world even real?
How can the world
It'll be real if our eyes aren't real.
How do you define real?
Are you done?
Oh. Yeah.
You
so,
once heard the term, I think, therefore I am.
Do I think? Oh shit.
And writing, you might not be anymore.
Excellent.
Yeah. So we kind of
All
have
right.
a despot to depose.
Right.
A little ways north of here. So we kind of have to go do that. I'll be back when I can. Thank you for the time that you've spent. It
So
was
what would you
wonderful-
get? How are you going to get
It
to
was wonderful to see you again. Oh, puppy, it was wonderful to see you again. I'm glad that everyone is safe. You can't imagine how terrified I was when, I've heard all this stuff about Corin and invasions and shit. And when I came here and I saw that everything was empty, I feared the worst. I'm glad that everyone is okay, even if it means that I can't see them for a while.
Krav says, yeah, invasion force. You're looking at it.
It's sort of the way of him to convert the people who aren't that interested into suddenly you're very interested and you're invested. So, God's bless you, honestly. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too, kiddo.
Give him another hug.
No, you have a destiny fulfilled.
Come along, Aera. Aera, let's go.
Alright.
All right, so how are you gonna get to Cornin? Are you?
Well, that is the question. Does our
How do we
dragon
all grow wings like that other Dragonborn did? I'd like to do that.
I'm gonna pass on the wings. I feel like I already have these elegant locks going for me.
I want to be an angel of death that rains down fire on all my enemies.
But Zed already did that.
Already
He's just
are.
Good to have
copying.
goals. It's good to have goals.
Please tell me you all caught that.
No.
I think Zed already did that.
But Zed already did that. You would just be copying.
Fair.
Yeah,
There can be
but
multiple angels of death. It's fine.
be more original, Inkton. You got that special hat to help you think.
Hmm.
Oh, that's
Alright,
right.
I want to think of something original.
Something River forgot to do last time. He puts his hand up and he just waits. And about 5 minutes later, that axe he threw in the middle of the ocean comes back. Then he puts it in his backpack.
Nope, I'm still sticking with the angel of death thing.
Well, they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, so I guess Zed will be flattered.
I take levels of rogue.
Do we have a boat that can get there?
Do we?
There's our dragon friend.
I don't know if they'll go. I
Dragon
think
friend.
fucking lizard wanted us
Can you
to get.
whistle for a dragon?
I don't know. I thought it was worth a try.
It's not a dog.
Speaking of imitation is the sincerest form of flattery.
Oh no. Where I go again on my own.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's about right.
What was
River
the
looks,
bronze dragon's
River
name?
looks to Illianor. You got magic.
Yes.
Oh, I love Andy Repo shit. You just make us just there.
Incredible.
There's several issues with teleportation magic, but I'm certainly willing to try.
Alright.
So,
All right, I have to. Go ahead. I have to look something up.
Okay, kitty.
tell me, Mavarax's friends, do you know the teleportation circle sequences to the capital of Coronin
What
or
now?
anywhere important? I figured. It's okay. It's okay. This doesn't perturb me at all. I promise. I'm not anxious and upset.
Arranis, why are you saying that with such an anxious
You
tone
okay
of
there?
voice?
What's the bronze dragon's name?
I don't remember.
I know, like,
Wait.
he's Captain Brownbeard, but the dragon's name was
Oh.
It
Sage.
was
Sage.
Calaparus. Sage Calaparus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sage being the title.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get something to drink.
he's a war sage.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so we would have probably a description of the location.
Do we? Yeah, I would think.
Oops. It fell
I'm
off.
just looking at the failure chance.
If River looks out a window, how or like goes someplace really high, would he be able to see Coronin from the island?
Can you see over 100
Like,
miles
it's a
away?
pretty clear day, but your eyesight is not perfect enough for you to be able to see that far.
Let's see here. Consults the table.
Oh, could you get me for
River's gonna go up to Mavarax's two friends and how did you get here?
I don't know. She's just running around. She's following me.
Well,
Didn't they come with
we
the invasion
took
pulse?
a boat.
Can we take that boat back? Did you come by yourselves, or were you joking? Were you serious about an actual invasion force?
Well, we really kind of came by ourselves.
Okay.
Well, isn't
And
Sage here still?
we called off the invasion force because we just found
Nothing.
Master Urk here.
I don't trust that lizard. He shot us with lightning. Also, he didn't sound too enthusiastic about going there himself.
Well, I mean, we could ask him.
Well, do we have another way?
We could have Arranis ask him.
What am I asking?
We'd have to roll a 74 to 100 beyond target. I mean, do we have the knowledge that we have from like last session about it being warded or no?
I would have cast message and we would have gotten the fact that I can't get in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so we know he took Throkk, right?
You know that. Well, yeah. Throkk is there, as is Grace, Brack, Mika, and Lady
Grace,
Rapunzel.
Brack, Mika,
Rapunzel.
and Maria.
So
You know.
I'm gonna send a message to Throkk and see if he replies.
You get a.
Sending.
The number you have dialed is currently unavailable.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the message of I'll see you there, brother, was when Throkk was en route.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that comes to the next point. Is Sage still here, or no?
He is. He's
Okay.
just kind of hanging out, sunbathing and whatnot. Going around collecting various bits of pearls and coral. He actually has a small, like, mound of pearls that he's managed to gather.
Neat.
Should I
I
go?
think I'd
talk
rather
to him?
like it here.
Okay, never mind.
I might stay here for a while.
Can we take
Put
you?
on me gold.
Can you?
Nah.
Can you?
Alright, I'll go back. Ah, what do you want? What's up? What can I do for you?
Oh, he was talking to himself.
Should I talk to him?
Sure.
Sure.
Sure, go for it.
River won't say the right thing.
Sage. We were wondering if before you headed back, you could take us all the way up to Coronet.
Yeah, I thought that was the plan, wasn't it?
Well, that's easy.
Excellent.
Yes.
Wasn't I supposed to help you fight or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We have
Yes.
good memories.
That was the plan.
Do you have your glasses by chance?
We were simply testing you and making sure you remember the plan. Yes.
What was that again? Do you have your...
Glasses.
Do you have your glasses by chance?
Of course I remember the plan. I have a hat.
My glasses? What do you mean?
Nothing. So shall we depart?
I have a plan remembering.
Right, let's get into it then.
Not
everybody
just
on board the ship.
River with your breath again, are you?
I apologize. I did not mean to hit you. I was trying to hit bloody pirates.
They weren't necessarily that bloody pirates, though.
The only thing I know about River is that he
well.
holds grudges. So we're gonna get.
Well, just stating an inaccuracy.
River's grudges. You think like River's entire family was killed by
Oh, shut
Dragonborn.
I love that petty little like, side talk shit. It's great.
River, I know you have
Wind
opinions. I know you have opinions about Dragonborn, but please hold them close to the chest while we're there.
I would like to let you know that there's a possibility that we may be killing some Dragonborns while we're there.
Good.
River
Yay.
disappears in a puff of brimstone, and you just hear it, "Good!" from the crow's nest.
Right.
All
I'm
right.
incredibly terrified. River is going to say something and get my family killed.
I was gonna say,
Don't worry, I'll
you
keep
guys
an eye on
talk
him.
about. So you're gonna travel there. You're gonna get to the island, and
And then-
I want you to talk a little bit about what your next steps are, like how you're going to get to, because the kingdom is down here,
Yes.
and you're gonna
Good,
land
so we're
like
close.
there. So you guys are gonna be a stone's throw away from the kingdom.
So,
I have to feed my cats real quick and get another drink, so I will be
We will
right
try
back.
to discuss.
Okay. Finally, I can elaborate on plans that I have.
Yeah, I have a pretty simple plan. It says.
Do you have seeming?
I don't
My
have seeming.
only plan is to go in and overtake my father, so I am open to suggestions.
Well, my plan was get you in, get him dead, and then put you on the throne.
those
A good
plans do
plan.
seem to work together.
Yes. Do we have a third?
I was advocating for stealth with seeming, but we don't have seeming.
Yeah.
And I don't have stealth.
Do you have a lawyer?
We currently have 2 Dragonborn wearing plate armor.
That's it. That's about as good as a lawyer, I think.
I was
Because we
just,
couldn't
I was just
walk into
elaborating on the.
castle and
Mav,
shout
how big-
objection.
Mav,
That's
how
the
big
issue.
is the city?
It's been a little while. Let me think about it until our DM gets back.
Can
Because
I?
if it's big, that means there's a lot of people. If we take out one, more will come, and a lot more will come, and River doesn't think River can handle a lot.
So,
The
question.
goal is to take out no one until we get to the castle.
Do we want me
But-
to remove the magics that are keeping our sensors from getting in?
Well, that would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a slightly more important question. Can we? Is it viable?
Yes, and because they will probably know that we took it down, in which case they will know we're coming.
Mm.
Just something that's
And
strong
the
enough.
only thing we have right now is the element of surprise.
Something that is strong enough to suppress our level of magic over a city, or at least a palace, is probably something that is going to take a little more than our can-do attitude and our spell slots.
Not necessarily, because if you remember, there's a simple spell. It's only of the 4th circle that can
I am
suppress
starting to remember
teleportation
now,
and scrying magic.
How big is the place?
The place with the things.
Could we force him down peacefully?
I don't think so. But
We force him down peacefully by force.
I think he was going
I
more for
was-
talking.
I
but-
was not peacefully removed from.
Fair. But correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Oh shit! I started too soon. Oh, sorry.
There is a king, and then there's 5 people who the king has to get along with.
Correct. 6
So-
people.
6
No,
people.
5 people.
Ah, you're wrong. Ah,
5
I win.
people.
And so far, 3 of them have disappeared. So currently, there's the king and 2 people.
Oh.
The other 2 have stepped down.
Yeah.
And the other 2 have stepped out.
So
So should our goal first be to find the people who were taken away?
no, we want the
Or
ones who.
find out if they're dead.
I don't know
Arranis, you're
a
good with
reasonable
words
way
and
to
stuff.
find this out.
Talk us in there, and then we remove him.
The goal, the ultimate goal, is a stable Coronin that is going to retreat from the western, well at this point, eastern front.
Hmm.
And
I have an important question to ask Mike when he comes back from whatever's going on.
and the,
Oh, right.
in order to do that, we need people that like Mavarax in positions of power
So put me in a position of power. I
that are,
don't remember
that are Dragonborn.
Oh shit.
My important question has to do with the fact that is he widely liked?
Start a
Uh-huh.
riot.
Oh, a tale of the true king.
Mike.
I'm still missing. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Mike.
Go ahead.
So I have a couple of questions. How big is the city?
Couple miles. Like it's
Lot
it's
of
a
people.
size. It's a pretty sizable city.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
Next question that is for my 2 buddies is, with everything going on, is a Maverick Senior widely liked or disliked?
He's actually pretty widely liked because
There goes
when
that
all
story.
these disappearances and things like that were happening, he was the one that kind of stepped up to comfort the people and ensure that things were still running smoothly. So when it came time to elect a new king, they went with him.
Wasn't he king
Um,
before? Before I left?
He was. Who was the king before you left?
I thought it was him.
It was a golden dragonborn, who was very on in years.
Ah.
But everyone had his grandson slated to become the king.
Alright.
But because of your father's
Right. This was before I left, right?
Yeah, this is
Okay.
before you left.
So
He died in the. It was a while after you left, maybe like a year or so ago. He died of
Dysentery.
basically of old age.
yeah. Okay.
And
So unfortunately, widely liked. We cannot get the people to sort of rally around us.
There's no dissension in the ranks? I find that hard to believe.
I mean, yeah, there's infighting between certain clans, and there's a lot of hints. There's a lot of accusations.
We could possibly use that to our advantage.
My question now is there any hints on where the members who disappeared?
Well, let's see.
Like,
Four
Kava-
people have disappeared, and one person has actually almost immediately after you left. Your squeeze there.
Yeah.
She has almost immediately after you left, she fell into a deep sleep.
I must go kiss her.
Allegedly taken by some illness from which she has not yet recovered. She has been sleeping since.
So she knows nothing.
And she's guarded by a dragon.
She's guarded by a dragonborn.
Or a dragon.
yes, more an actual dragon.
Okay, I'm gonna need more deets on that from my buddies.
I mean, there's not much else to say. You left, and a few days later, she just didn't wake up.
Oh my god. He's such an ass.
Does that sound like a kind of magical thing, or is it potentially like a
Give me an
poison?
Arcana with disadvantage because you're not observing it firsthand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, you're observing it like third hand.
Third hand.
Let's play magical telephone.
18.
Basically.
It might be. You've heard of things like that, but you wouldn't know exactly what kind of magic that would be, much less what spell.
Yeah. There's a non-zero chance it's magical.
Or she could just be in a coma.
Or there's that too. A spontaneous coma. Ah, yes, I remember
way.
reading about those.
Either poison or magic.
Or she's just really tired.
He's shouting this from the crow's nest. Or she's just really tired.
What is she just
I
really?
mean, he's not
Fucking
wrong.
lizards.
like really tired. Has she moved any furniture? Because that'll do it.
That's kind of a moving experience. I think that's kind of a moving experience.
Do I remember, with my sneaking around that I did slightly as a young child,
Sneaky.
do I remember any secret places where entry and exit was unseen?
There are a couple of places out of the city. One of them is the sewer.
All right.
But as you approach the city, trying to be all stealth-like and things like that,
On a ship.
all of a sudden you hear,
Oh,
They've got their prime Duta out.
I immediately turn to Jareth and Grove, and I say, "Quick, what is the story behind my disappearance? What did he pass it off as?"
You went off to find the scale of Bahamut.
You found the scale of Bahamut.
Excellent,
Bring it
excellent.
back.
Let's play it off.
And the a whole group of people just come rushing out and just gather around you in awe. And you see Mavarax Hadar, Xavier Hadar the 7th. I'm sorry, Mavarax
Xavier the Hadar.
Xavier
the
Hadar the 6th. Kind of pushing through them. He's got a cane. He's a little bit older. He says, "Out of my way, out of my way."
Oh,
And
no.
and they kind of eventually form aside, and he steps up, and he sees you, Mavarax, and for like a split second, there's this look of, "Oh, fuck!"
Yeah.
And he's like, "My boy, you have returned!" And he steps up to you and he throws his arms around you.
And I say, "Yes, I have."
I'd like to
Truly.
see if he's like trying to slip poison in his like back or
Yeah,
like...
yeah, same.
All right, make perceptions.
River's kind of doing one of those little.
Ah!
You don't see anything.
I've got a passive of 25, but I'm just gonna
River
stand
wants
as
to. I
close-
want to hide
I'm
in
stand as close
closeness.
to Mavarax as I can.
Long second. Mavarax, I need you to make I'm kidding.
Nah!
DC 30 con save. Let's
He says-
go.
And he says, he turns to address his people. "My son, my pride and joy has returned. After such a long journey, he has returned with the scale of Bahamut. And he's brought many a great ally with him. Truly, they will help us in our next push. Come, my son, we must go to the palace. We have many things to discuss." And he leads his procession. Basically follows you. There's people just kind of falling over themselves trying to get near you, but they're like the guards. Essentially, there's like a bunch of guards who are like basically like backing them off. Like, dude, you are a superstar. People are like screaming in the streets, like, "Mavarax, I love you!"
the flailing guy from Avatar.
Yeah, that guy.
I
fucking love that guy.
Yeah, I want to cast Detect Magic.
Please.
We're still hiding up in the crow's nest.
River's hiding up in the crow's nest. Okay.
I rolled an 18.
Does anyone have prestidigitation?
I do.
Yes.
Can you make me
Detect
look
magic.
happy?
No.
He definitely gets some magic radiating off of his robes and his staff.
Oh, who? Mavarax the 6th?
Yes.
Interesting.
I am gonna
And
make
you can see there's abjuration magic all over this city.
I give a little small smile, imperceptibly.
So I'm gonna make sure that Mavarax's cloak is billowing in the wind.
Yes.
I'm
It
carrying River
billows.
down
You
from
do
the
that like
crow's
whole
nest.
hero walk.
No.
It billows in the wind,
Mhm.
and you eventually reach the palace. And you are quickly kind of skirted in, and the doors quickly
Alright.
shut behind you.
All right,
Is
Aera left River where he was and went and rejoined everybody else.
River's staying up there?
Oh.
And you're brought into the main courtyard. It's absolutely astounding. It reminds you a lot of the Cloud Giants, except not as big. Like the flowers
That
are
is-
like the size of your head.
Scale.
Sort of
Things
thing.
that don't inspire confidence.
There are beautiful rose bushes everywhere, fruit trees that you have never even seen, much less heard of, are dot the landscape. There are fountains everywhere, with water flowing through them, crystal pristine water. And Mavarax the Sixth brings you through the courtyard and says, "You will all stay here as honored guests. I will not take no as an answer."
Shit, if I grew up here, I don't think I'd ever leave.
Shut up.
You go into the main room, the main hall. Columns of carved marble, which look like dragons and Dragonborn, holding up the ceiling. Beautiful murals. The whole floor is made of polished marble. Everything is shiny and pristine. And eventually, you are led into a room. He says, "And this is where I keep all of our honored guests. Please, come in, sit down, enjoy yourselves." And he opens up the door, and there you see a familiar, tall, green half-orc.
Throkk!
A very slimmed down, after working off the baby fat, tiefling.
The baby fat. Oh my god.
A very adorable little, 10-year-old.
Kiddo!
A absolutely stunning, tall, blonde, with very, very, very long, flowing locks, and a slightly shorter blonde with big, poofy curls. Oh,
I immediately feel
the
suspicious.
tiefling is holding a greenish, reddish baby.
I would like to. Is there a way that I can communicate to Arranis, real quiet, like?
And one more thing, he says, "Please stay here. I will make arrangements for your bedding." And with that, he turns around and gently closes the door.
All right. So the moment the door's closed. All right, gather round.
Telepathic bond.
Put our heads together.
I'm going
Grace hands rock the baby. He gathers up.
There is
Hey.
a lot
Hey,
wrong
buddy.
with this situation. We need to prepare.
While you
First of all,
prepare,
we're all in
because
one
of
place.
course they are, their timing is impeccable. The dogs need to go outside, so I'll be right back.
I'm going
Don't eat the
to.
food. Don't eat the food.
So I'm going to plan, and my planning will, for the purposes of this, count as inspiring leader.
Who are you giving it to? Because you can inspire up to 6 people.
Up to 6 people.
I can.
So
I have my own thing. So
I will get Illianor, Mavarax. Wait, you can inspire leader too. So we have 12 people.
well, I have not inspiring leader, but I have what is it? Is that Radiant Soul?
Yeah, and honestly, I have my arcane ward. You can put mine to someone else if you need to.
Celestial Resilience. That's the one. So I can hit. You gain 10 hit points. I can give up to 5 creatures. A number equal to half my level, plus charisma modifier. So
10?
what are we?
Can
I
you,
know, 10.
Six.
We're not level 10 anymore.
6. Yeah.
We're level
11.
13.
11.
Yeah, 11.
Can you bless the non-combatants,
Sure.
and then I will give it to Throkk, myself, Mavarax, Aera, and River. And I'll let Kyle know.
River's not here.
Yeah, River's
Yeah,
still
River's
hiding in
not
the crow's nest.
Oh, right. Okay, so River's in the crow's nest. So that gives me one more. I will give it to Vernon. It does stack from temporary hit points stack from different sources.
Oh, do they?
Yes.
You do?
From
How much is
different.
it from you?
I believe they don't count from the same spell source, but I believe they count from the same from different spells.
Every entry I've seen is like you pick one.
Yeah, I didn't think that they
Yeah.
stacked. Otherwise, I would have been granting everybody temporary hit points.
Grace actually reaches into kind of her belt and pulls out a small journal, and she hands it to you, Arranis. She says, I think this is his journal. During one of my...
Oh, no, yeah, it's a stack.
And she gives you the lowdown. Everything in here has an arcane lock on it.
Oh, that's cute.
He can easily open it up, but as soon as he closes the door, she's like, I have the worst time trying to pick the lock. I usually end up having to, how do you say, knock.
If you give me some time, I could learn the command word. Or at least this door.
But this was under several words. I think you might want to read it.
No, we don't want to read it.
I've read explosive read stuff.
Yeah, is my detect magic still up? If not, I'll just throw it up again.
Yeah, so I will give...
It's like everywhere. You are like almost... Your mind almost goes numb with the amount of
We
magic.
let him lead us into a box.
Yeah, I want to look at the book specifically. Like, what is there anything on the book?
You get some magic from the book.
Ooh.
I'm going to telepathic bond with, I believe I can get 10 targets. Double check.
Yeah, throw up the spell card.
So yeah, for a point of clarification, who am I?
Make sure
who am I
you're spending your spell slots, by the way, unless you're sitting here and ritual casting them.
Yeah.
I have to ritual cast telepathic bond.
Alright, did we die while I was gone?
Nope.
No.
Good.
Who am I putting Celestial Resilience on?
The non-combatants. So that would be Rapunzel, Grace, Maria.
Rack.
Who?
Brack,
Rack?
the kiddo. The little baby.
Rack. Yeah.
Brack, Mika.
And then Mika.
Got one more. Is there a fifth person?
There is not.
Okay.
I think. Grace. Did you get Grace?
Yeah.
Grace?
Illianor?
Rapunzel, Maria.
Did you get Illianor?
I said he didn't have to, unless he wanted to.
5. You get 5, right?
Yeah, I got one more.
That covers all of them. There's 5. There's 5.
Oh, there's 5 of them. Okay. Cool.
Jim, what's your temporary hit points?
18.
Ooh.
Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Grace like pushes it towards you. I went through a lot to get to this.
Mm-hmm.
Someone read the book.
I even cast a spell magic on it. It should
I'll
be
read
fine.
it. I'll read it.
No.
If it blows to shit, I can dodge it.
I can get rid of that if it does.
Said she just dispelled magic on it.
There's still
Yeah.
magic coming off of it.
So here's the plan.
So, Aera, you
I'll
read the
open
book?
Book, and and Illianor can dispel it if something starts to happen.
Okay.
Is that how that'll work?
Okay.
Keep an eye on
Alright.
me if I start like speaking in tongues or something.
Arranis, when you open the book, you take...
Is it like a spell?
9 psychic damage, and I need you to make an intelligence.
Is it like a
saving
spell?
throw.
Is it a spell?
Yes.
I counter spell.
Is it being
It
cast?
activates as soon as he opens it.
Sure. I counter spell.
All right.
Because we talked about prepping in case.
Yeah, we
in case-
specifically
Okay.
said we would be ready for
You'll
it.
make a kind of spell attack,
Cool.
or make a kind of spell
Fifth level.
attempt.
It has to be. Fifth level.
Yep, make a kind of spell attempt.
Okay.
What am I getting fucking hit with?
Feel mine probably.
What do I roll for?
I think that's
Evil
charisma.
mind.
You roll 1d20 plus your spellcasting modifier. And if he fails, I will
That has to
counterspell
be
it.
greater than 10 plus the difference. Yes.
10 plus the spell's level.
All right, so make your attempt.
So it should be
Nope.
should be D20.
Nope.
Yeah. I will attempt to counterspell it.
Go
Using a
for it.
3rd level spell slot, so I'll make the roll. And my roll's better. Because I get to add my proficiency bonus because I'm a silly little mage.
Silly little man.
Silly little mage. Ooh.
Nope.
Ouch.
Arranis, I need you to make that. Oh. Your intelligence charisma score are now a 1.
You got freaking feeble-minded.
Hold it.
So you open it up,
Not the bard!
and your mind is just flooded with horrific images, and all of a sudden, you just
I have.
words aren't really a thing anymore. You recognize everyone as your friend, but you can't speak.
Arranis?
You can't
Arranis.
understand any languages. You can't cast spells. You can't activate magic items. You don't understand language, and you can't communicate in any intelligent way.
Arranis?
I'm going to just sit in the corner and take out an instrument and just start plucking.
I turn to Grace and I
you
say,
have no
"I thought
idea
you."
how to play an instrument.
I thought you said you
Yeah, you
dispelled
just
the
sit
magic.
there and you gently pluck a single chord over
Arranis?
and over and over again.
Can I figure out what's wrong with it?
Shit.
Make an Arcana roll.
And also, can I figure out if Greater Restoration can fix it?
Greater Restoration does fix it, I think.
You don't know what the spell was.
Illianor, do you know what this is?
Do I think that Greater Restoration might help?
Illianor, that was Feeble Mind.
That was feeble mind.
Yes,
And yes, Greater Restoration should help.
Greater restoration will help.
Alright, so, mark down, illegal with the diamond dust. Yay. Or 100 gold with the diamond dust. That's much more manageable. Okay. Right. And I cast Greater Restoration.
Arranis, your mind clears. The fog is lifted. Your intelligence and charisma scores become what they were before.
Are you right?
Now, speak.
I'm just gonna give Vernon a big old hug.
Oh, well, this is certainly new.
You have. Don't.
I just-
Oh my god.
There.
I want to go over and hug Arranis too.
Oh.
Grace goes up and hugs you too. I'm so sorry. I am sorry.
It's okay,
It
Grace.
doesn't seem like
It's okay.
very
Throkk puts a hand on Grace's shoulder.
I go over
It's okay,
and
they have
hug Throkk.
countermeasures for this.
Both Illianor and I tried to counter this, and unfortunately, this was a little too powerful.
Well,
Shit.
I am very happy that I read it versus someone else.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to just sit here and rest for a moment, because
Please.
I need to get those spells back.
I'm sorry for
Now,
I'm sorry for
is he
draining your
able to use the
resources.
book now that he's triggered it?
Now that he's triggered it, it actually should be. There's no more magic radiating off of it.
Yeah, it
What's the
looks
book?
fine right now.
What's the title of the book?
It's a journal.
I am reading that as fast as I can.
There are several pages that are missing that have been torn out in various places, including some of the last ones. But you get a handful of things like, I think I've come across a new powerful spell that will help me enact my plan. You notice he says that a lot. My plan, my plan. There's no specifics about it. Every time he starts to describe it in detail, there's pages missing.
Does it strike me as though the plan changes context? As in, like, he has a plan, but what the plan is, or what it seems to achieve, changes? In the vein of he's losing his mind and he just has this plan.
No, he seems actually pretty lucid.
That's an even worse discovery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the worst part about his writing is not the writing and rantings and ravings of a madman. This is like cold, calculated genius.
I shouldn't have
Um,
gone into the library.
If you're reading it aloud, you can attempt an Arcana check to see what kind of spell he's talking about.
I'm good. When I get to the stuff with the spell, I'm gonna slow down and murmur it. So yeah, I'll make that roll.
I'll help you with it if you want.
Okay.
While he's
He is
murmuring it
describing-
with everybody around him, I would like to make some noise. That way nobody hears him talking.
Yeah.
He is describing the imprisonment spell.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Why the hell would he need that?
I know
He
why.
describes that he's used it all 5 times.
All 5 times.
I know why.
And-
what's all?
The names are hard to pin down. Some of them are like missing or scribbled out, but one definitely stands out, that the sleeping imprisonment has been used on Nyasa. He said, "My treacherous son has been seeing that girl. I will make sure that she slumbers."
Oh shit.
And we can't take this to the court because the court is gone.
The court
He is the court.
is subject to this spell.
Yeah.
The council.
The council, sorry.
I'm just gonna.
But not every member of the council is missing.
Correct.
So
A
who's the
few of them
fifth?
are missing.
So there's
have
3
to
of them that are
Others have
missing.
stepped down because others have gone missing.
So there's
Find Mahan and Patron.
3 of them, right? That are been in
There
prison.
are
3 are
Three
imprisoned.
Plus 1.
So there's one left.
Plus
and
one left.
2 who are missing. 2 stepped down because of
Okay.
recent tragedies in their family.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
that's the other 2.
Yeah.
And
So the Council of
Well,
Elders
no, one of them's with us.
would be the head of the Council of Elders, a golden dragonborn of great renown, known for her compassion and her abilities to heal. She is well loved and respected by the Sheets. Recently, she has gone missing. So that's Kava. She's the head. Here's Mehen, Silver Dragonborn. He's a diplomat, but he recently lost his son, Balsar, and grandson, Jareth.
all right. Well, Jareth is in Coronin.
Well, yes, Jareth is with us.
Yes. Oh, he's with us now. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
You have General Beery.
Wait, yeah, Jareth and Grob traveled with us, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they're with us.
Okay.
But they were split away from you.
Mhm.
So they're
with,
not currently with us.
with us.
Correct.
Okay. So hopefully one of them made it. He made it to Vernon.
General Beery has gone missing. Patron. A man you know very well, Mavarax.
Going up.
His grandniece, your lover,
My
squeeze.
your squeeze.
Oh.
He stepped down after his grandniece fell into an unwakeable slumber. And finally, Thava.
Who I also know well.
Yes, that's your great aunt.
Yep.
She's recently disappeared as well.
Mm.
So that's the Council of Elders.
Taking down his
As
own
it-
aunt, that piece of garbage. Sorry.
Mm.
Power does weird things to people.
We
It's okay, brother.
we cannot kill him right away.
No,
Of course not. We have to find out where they are.
Right.
Well,
to rescue them.
we could get around the imprisonments. We just have to find the components that were used.
Yes. the components, which are
Well, the slumber one, that one's a 9th level dispel magic, isn't it?
nope. These
No.
cannot be broken by dispel magic.
I thought I saw that it was.
Oh, you're right. It can be if it's 9th level, but none of you have access to 9th level
We're not that
spells.
powerful.
So we have to roll,
Right.
right? Or no? Or does it specifically have to be a 9th level dispel magic?
It specifically
Oh.
has to be a 9th level dispel magic,
Oof.
Okay.
targeting either the prison or the components used. So the components are a small mithril orb, a chain of precious metal, a fine chain of precious metal, a miniature representation of a basically a tower, a large transparent gemstone like corundum or corundum, diamond or ruby, and is and finally basically rare soporific herbs.
What was the second thing?
It was a chain of precious metal.
Chain of precious.
Yep, a fine chain of precious metal.
Okay. So if we don't have access to 9th level spell casting, what do we do with these things when we find?
So yeah, there's two ways to break it. You either go with a 9th level spell casting, I think a wish spell,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
or
You go
there are
find the
usually
components.
certain conditions.
So where's the bag of holding? Not the bag of holding. Where's the deck of mini things? Where's that going? We can get
That's-
pretty wishes off of that, right?
let's go to the deck.
Let's not.
It's such
Can
way
everyone
with
do me a
these
favor
onliners.
and make a
Things
perception check?
happen when people start pulling out their decks.
Oh shit.
Oh, River, make a perception check.
I don't know why I rolled advantage, but it doesn't matter.
Or is it? Wait, is it everyone or is it
Oh,
just River?
Mavarax, I should mention that you have inspiration if you do not already have it.
Yay!
Nice.
I'm not going to use it on that because that's a halfway decent roll for me.
Does Throkk remind me? It's been a while. Does Throkk get
Wait,
it?
I have mentioned so.
Oh! I still see better than you.
So basically, all of you now notice this. While you were talking, Mavarax the Sixth has entered the room.
Hello.
Hello.
Nothing. Hello.
Hi.
I was born on a day, but it wasn't yesterday, children.
I
Same.
knew it.
Neither were we. We were brought into a magic box.
Has it been long enough that I've had a short rest now?
Yes, you are correct in that.
Is he older than me?
Hold on.
No.
It's not the years, it's the mileage, Illianor.
He's right.
Yeah, you've had a short rest.
Okay.
Aha.
I see you managed to get your hands on my journal.
Yeah.
Suppose I should have Miss Grace to thank for that.
It's a little odd that you left it in here.
He purposefully left it in here.
That's my
I
one.
didn't leave it in here.
He
I left it under guards and wards.
Where she can get it.
So, was that just a trap or was it some sort of test?
Well, I suppose we can find that out. And he opens up the door and says, "Come with me."
Math?
And he walks out.
I lead them out.
Alright.
All right, everybody follow 7, follow 6.
Yep.
So he leads you through this palace, through all these different rooms. And he says, "Look at it all. Isn't it beautiful?"
It's got kind of a pole over it now.
It's mine. And Mavarax, someday maybe it will be yours.
Everything the light touches.
It's amazing the things that you can get. You see, when I was growing up, I didn't have this. Mavarax didn't have this either. My son didn't have this.
Hmm.
And he pauses,
Correct.
and he slowly turns around and says, "Do you realize brass dragons, brass dragonborns, all of us, we're on the low end of the totem pole."
We all know it's not about the totem pole there, Father.
Boy, what have
Boy.
you learned in your time away? You do not understand.
I think you don't understand the amount.
You
that I've
don't
learned.
understand! Do you know
I
what
will
it's
get-
like
I will
to
get.
be like those creatures? And he points out, and you can see like the chromatic dragonborn.
I will
At least
get,
they know their fate.
I will get
They know
right
that
into
they can
his
never
face.
be.
I
good
get
like the
right
rest of
into
us.
his face as he's doing this, and I want to like.
They can never be
kinda-
as good as us because they were born putrid and vile and evil, just like the creatures that bore them. But us, the pure, the metallic, and they dangle their nobility and their royalty in front of us. And he grabs you by the haunches. He pulls you in. And he goes, "Do you understand how humiliating it is to
I
know?"
look him dead in the face, and I go, "Let go."
Do you understand how humiliating it is to know?
This is an amazing spot to have frozen.
Let.
Oh, frick!
Oh, is he frozen?
He's frozen! Mike?
Excellent.
So when he
Very
relogs, so Zeus, how okay are you with me pushing the literal mute button on this conversation?
Let me get a couple of shots in. Then you can-
Okay, because I've got silence.
That's
I literally have silence.
that's probably the best idea.
Yep. You.
We've got-
I guarantee you, he can counterspell it, and he
Yeah,
will
yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
succeed.
I'm literally going like Arranis. I'm just like looking over to like.
We can all counterspell it. It's fine.
I can
We'll
tell
win that
you,
fight.
he will counterspell all of you and definitely succeed.
Well, then that gives you an attack of opportunity, doesn't it?
I don't think he has Mage Slayer.
I bite.
So excited for Mike to come back.
Madness.
Oh, Jim, I didn't get to tell you. One of the players in my Horde of the Dragon Queen game is a Dragonborn, so that makes things interesting. But he created for her backstory an entire village of all the colors, chromatic and metallic. They got introduced at the very end of the last session to a gold Dragonborn named Kriv and a brass Dragonborn named Boss.
Yeah.
I hate everything about that.
And Mike
So-
wasn't there, so he gets to meet them at the start of the next session.
I saw your message, by the way. I was so tired from... I was TAing as well, like, when you were messaging me.
It's all good. I figured I'd catch up with you at some point.
Yeah.
Just putting it there.
Yeah, it was Friday and the first assignment came out, so of course it was like... There was a lot of people during my office hours.
Yeah.
How do I say hello world? It's like, you really do not belong in this class. Not really, actually. It's like, okay, you type this, and then hello world should happen.
What's up? What do you mean?
Reading stuff about comedians and how their comedy has changed over time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'll share it with you later.
Yeah.
Mike?
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
Hey!
Hello.
No,
Okay.
while he's holding me there, I just repeat myself. Let me go.